Natakas. I'll see you later at the ship hideout. Getting ready for something?
Good. You're finally here.
You mentioned something big is about to happen in Achaea.
I've heard that the Tempest chief engineer is developing a new weapon.
Natakas and I saw her try the weapon at the docks. It's not working yet, but it will be a problem when it does.
He's trying to flee Achaea.
If he does want to escape, maybe we can convince him to help us defeat the Tempest.
He's attending the shipbuilding symposium at the amphitheater here in Achaea.
I can head over to the amphitheater now.
There seems to be a discussion about a plan, a secret weapon for the Tempest. The chief engineer should have more information about it.
Sounds easy enough.
The answer to the code word, I am Poseidon's chosen.
Sure.
The chief engineer is amongst the attendees. Seek him out.
That blade means a lot to you. Where does it come from?
I forged it myself. But it's more than a blade to me. It's a choice.
It takes skill to get so close to a target.
That's the point.
What do you know about the Tempest? She must have been planted by Amorgis.
I'm not familiar with the Tempest, but I wouldn't put anything past Amorgis. He's only ever had one thing on his mind. Lasting prosperity for Persia.
No matter the price. What convinced you to help the stranded people, Darius?
Natakis' heart is in the right place, and I want to encourage that. But the moment we're done, we're leaving the Greek world for good.
I'll head to the amphitheater now and find the chief engineer. The chief engineer is here, but I don't know exactly who it should be easy enough. The code word is, I am Poseidon's chosen. This looks like the place Darius mentioned.
You have all traveled to me here, though I thank you for coming. I speak of the noble history of Greek shipbuilding in this wonderful historic amphitheater set within prosperous Achaea. I think it appropriate to reflect upon that ancient...
I am Poseidon's chosen.
Right, and I'm Mira's harlot.
What?
What do you mean, what? Go away. I'm trying to pay attention here.
Of patient Poseidon as the oceans slowly relinquish their secrets. And now, the entire Greek world enjoys the benefits of our toil. Admittedly, we have been less successful in that respect with Zeus and Ares. So where do we go from here? Where can we go?
I am Poseidon's...
Idiot.
What?
You're not his chosen, you're his idiot. I could hear you from here, pestering people. Who told you about me?
A friend of mine has been asking around about you. We heard you want to flee Achaea, and we can help with that.
Such freely offered help often comes with a hidden cost.
Not this time. I promise.
Well, if the Tempest had sent you, I'd be dead by now.
I need a way to defeat her. Like this weapon I've heard about. about?
The Chimera's breath. My greatest creation, but also my greatest regret. I left before they could force me to complete it. Without my finishing touches, it will never work as intended.
Tell me more about this secret weapon. What does it do?
It's meant to engulf enemy ships in a torrent of flames. And it works extremely well. Installation is the tricky part, though. If done incorrectly, it backfires. Horribly.
You worked with the Tempest. What can you tell me about her?
She's a ruthless, emotionless creature. But the scariest part about her is her strategic brilliance. It'd be hard-pressed to find a more perfect commander.
You said you want out of here. Do you have a plan?
The only way out is through the Tempest. Trust me, I've exhausted every other option I can think of. That's my wife up there. And now I've put her life at risk too.
You're taking a big risk by sharing your secrets with me.
No. I'm betting on you to destroy the Tempest for me. Get your hands on the plans, and I can install the Chimera's breath on your ship. With it, you can destroy her entire fleet. I must do something to right this wrong.
If the Chimera's breath is as powerful as you say it is, it would be helpful.
Once I'm done with your ship, it will crush the Scylla.
So, how do I get the plans?
The Tempest's fleet commander has them. He's manning the naval blockade. While you're gone, I'll get to work. The plans are written in a code that only I can read. So even when we have them, it'll take some time.
I'll meet you back here when I'm done.
Good. I was wondering how we could clear the blockade.
I'll take care of...
Who limits the scope of Greek innovation? Could we not one day bear witness to the construction of vessels? Magnificence of ships, not 130 feet long, but 400. Carrying not 200, but 2,000! With not 3 rows of oars, but 20! And broad decks bearing catapults with which to vanquish enemies from afar. Why stop there? For the nobles, gymnasiums and gardens, all crowned with a temple to beloved Aphrodite. Imagine such worlds on the water. What would it take to build them? Who could do it? Come now, brethren! I say to you, our gods-given Greek genius has never known human limitation. Our own Pythagoras discovered the secrets of angles, did he not? Another like him will rise to achieve these glorious constructions. Imagine, a child of Pythagoras. What wonders might that child perform, standing as it would upon its father's shoulders? In the light of such exalted heritage,
I'll bet he couldn't calculate the chances of that.
It is not a question of if we do it, but of when. Welcome then to the Achaea Shipbuilding Symposium, and to the glorious future of Greek shipbuilding. This brand new innovation is called an oar lock. As you can see, it holds the oar in place and prevents it from sliding around. Notice how it affords unrestricted movement without inducing undue wear on the oar or on the rail. It's already improved the effectiveness of those vessels to which it has been applied. Captains report greater speeds from their crews, who are able to row harder and longer. Which is something, I venture, that would gain the approval even of Aphrodite herself. But what about sails? Our ropes and pulleys are the finest ever made. So, is there room for improvement? Naturally! Perhaps our greatest asset is not our ships, but our brave navigators. So it's not surprising that they have found better ways to do things. one side of the sail, the amount of wind captured can be increased. That means more speed, especially in critical moments of course. These techniques will never replace a crew of strong slaves, but they are useful nonetheless.